Hello, this is Charles, your groom porter at McGregor Historic Games. We're taking a little look at our Ringo game today. Our sources say that Ringo seems to be a German game, and it might date back as far as the 1700s, but the evidence is uncertain. The game is a little like checkers in a circle, because either player can jump pieces to capture them like in checkers, although there's no multiple jumps allowed like in a standard checkers game. The basic idea is you have an attacker around the outside and the defenders in the center. The attacking army wins if they're able to get 2 soldiers into the castle tower at the center circle. The defending army wins by keeping the attacker out of the castle and whittling him down to just 1 piece on the board so he can't get that second soldier in the castle to capture it. Since the defenders are smaller, they have an advantage in moving. They can move out or in or side to side 1 space at a time, although there are no diagonal moves and the defender cannot actually be in the castle itself. The attacking army can only move in or from side to side. Once he's moved in, he can't move back out. And again, either player can jump pieces to capture them, except for any that might be in the neutral zone or safe zone. The blank pie wedge here is a neutral zone where if you're in there, you're safe from being jumped and captured, although you can jump out of it to capture or jump into it to capture a piece. If both players happen to have a piece in the safe zone, they're simply blocking each other. We like to think of it as a heavily wooded ravine where there's not enough room to actually fight. And if you remember, the attacker has to get 2 pieces into the center to win. But one of the evil twists of the game is once he's in there, he's still in danger of being jumped and captured. So the attacker has to figure out some way to outmaneuver the defender, perhaps something like this, where he can get 1 soldier into the castle, everyone else is blocked from jumping him, and he'll slide the other soldier in on the next move. The basic game, we find, tends to favor the attackers, at least with the original rules that we found for it. Since then, we've added some alternate rules that we found that even up the game for the defender. They give the defender a slightly different move. The defender can move in or out 1 space at a time, as I explained earlier, or he can move any number of spaces around the circles until he either bumps into the neutral zone or bumps into an opposing piece who's sitting on the same circle. Or along with that long move, he's allowed to make a long jump to capture pieces who happen to be sitting on the same circle. So that definitely evens up the odds for the defender and adds some interesting twists to the strategy of the game. And like all of the games we sell, we include different variations or optional rules to experiment with once you catch on to the basics of the game.